Hey, I'm Jen Thoden with YourColorStyle.com, and in this video I'm going to break down what it means to have warm undertones. Understanding your undertones can really help narrow down what colors flatter you best, and more importantly, what colors you pretty much want to avoid. So once you know whether or not you have warm, cool, or even neutral undertones, it can really help to figure out what colors are really going to look best on you and which ones really you might want to avoid. So, warm undertones. I'm going to break this down by skin colors, eye colors, and hair colors, and hopefully you will find an example in some of these that might relate directly to you. And if they don't, then it's possible that you are in the cool undertone category, and there's a separate video just for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Let's talk about the skin tone of warm undertones. Someone with warm undertones, if you are very fair, so you have light eyes, light skin, light hair, you're going to have more of a peaches and cream kind of quality to your skin. Maybe even an obvious yellow tone to your skin, but definitely a peachy quality to your skin. And what I'm showing you here is a few different photos of celebrities with the bright and warm card here next to the person's face. Now, this is a card that comes from the Color Style Kit. They're color analysis cards. They're very, very helpful when trying to figure out where you fit as far as your undertones, if you're warm or cool. And I just want you to see how peachy and warm her skin is. That's the clear indicator of warm undertones. It's this peachy kind of yellowy quality to the skin. I have lots of examples here, so let's go a little further. She's obviously graying, a little bit older, but you can still see that peachy quality, warmth to her skin. As we get a little bit more rich in tone, you can see that warmth coming out not only in the skin but also in the hair. Now, the skin does not have to be a peach quality, and as a person has more pigment, gets a little darker, you start to lose that peach quality. So a lot of times you'll hear that, but if you have any depth to your coloring, you're going to likely lose that peach quality and go more into this earthy, rich quality. So here's a good example with auburn hair and with like a strawberry, coppery red hair. You start to see that warmth in the skin, almost like an orange quality almost. And to show you a couple examples with the cards next to the photos, you can see that the card's picking up a lot of this orange quality here. Here's another good example here where she's got this rich dark hair, and you're starting to see these tones pick up not only in the skin over here on the orange side, but also within the hair. The darker you go, the more you're looking at golden qualities. So overall, a person with warm undertones is going to have a golden quality, and it becomes more apparent the deeper their coloring goes, the richer the quality of their coloring, the richer the quality of the colors that are going to flatter them best. As the skin gets darker, it starts to become a nice golden brown color, and you'll start to see sort of like that gold and yellow tones within the brown and tan of the skin. If I were to use the bright, warm, and deep card for this example, you can see almost, this is the middle strip of the card. I took out the deepest part so you can see how it's picking up on the golden brown from her skin. You can see that quality here, okay? So that's the skin. We go from a peach to some orange qualities to the golden brown. That is a really clear indicator of undertones. Now we move into the eyes, because it's not just one thing. Sometimes it's really hard to tell whether or not your skin is golden or not. And so I like to look at 3 different aspects and look at the full picture, skin, eyes, and hair, to see if a person has warm undertones. So with the eyes, again, the eyes are going to have a warm quality. They're going to have golden brown, gold, earthy quality to the eyes. They could have a lot of green in them. If there's yellow in the eye, a lot of the times it's going to have a warmth in the eye, and it's going to come across as gray or golden brown, golden hazel, that kind of a thing. Here's some more of that slide. You can see the golden yellows and golden browns. This right here looks like my eye. Could actually be my eye, I'm not sure, but a green with blend of blues and greens, golden browns, golden hazels. Now, I have had a few case studies where someone's sent me a photo of them and they have green eyes, but they have cool undertones. So this is not a end-all be-all. If you have green eyes, you have warm undertones, but it's a really good indicator, especially if your skin is starting to match those qualities of warm undertones, and now you've got these warm eyes, you're likely aiming in that direction of warm undertones. So let's look at the hair now. Their hair ranges, but it all has kind of the same quality. Again, it's that warmth. So you've got this golden blonde. Even when you might be graying, you're still going to have like a yellow kind of tint to your gray hair. Okay? The whiter it goes, the cooler you might start to become. But right now, in this example, it's gray, but it's got some blonde qualities to it. Golden, rich golden blonde hair. Again, if you are going gray, but still kind of has that fair golden quality to it, you likely have warm undertones still. The rich, deep auburn, coppery red hair, very good signs that it's warm undertones. Not always the case, but most of the time. We've got brown hair here with golden highlights. So medium brown hair, golden highlights. Now, I have a photo here of her. She's got salt and pepper hair. She's got the warm skin and the warm eyes. So just because you have gray hair does not necessarily always mean that you have cool undertones. It just could mean that you're going gray, but you still have a lot of warmth in you. Here's another good example. On the left, she's got that golden quality brown hair, a little bit auburn in it, warm eyes, warm skin. And on the right, she's got that beautiful deep golden brown skin. Even though her hair is white, I would still say that she has warm undertones. Especially women of color, if they have warmth and warm undertones when they're younger, if they go gray later, they're still likely going to keep those warm undertones because they have so much pigment in them. Okay, they haven't lost enough pigment to suddenly change that golden brown skin to a cooler version of that skin. So there are special cases the darker your skin is naturally. Okay, so that is just a solid overview of warm undertones. Again, look at the skin from peach to more of an earthy quality to golden brown. The eyes, where you've got golden hazel, blue green, green, golden brown, golden almost yellow eyes, all are indicators of warm undertones. And then the hair from a golden yellow, rich golden yellow, auburn, brown with golden highlights, and deep brown with maybe even some auburn highlights are all qualities of warm undertones. If you're struggling to figure out what colors flatter you best, and more importantly, what colors you should avoid, then check out my color style kit. It has 12 color analysis cards, just like the ones that you saw in some of the slides in this video. Plus, you get access to the online course, DIY Personal Color Analysis. This is where you're going to follow the videos step by step, and it will show you exactly how to use those cards so that you can figure out what colors are going to flatter you best and which colors you might want to avoid. And so here's a sneak peek real quick into the course. We start out with a worksheet. I go into some details around concepts around color analysis and how to use those cards. And then we do some deep dives into each of the color types so that you can really understand the differences between each color type using those cards, and so that you can apply that directly to your coloring to help you figure out what colors and what color type is right for you. So if you're interested in the color style kit, there's a link in the description below this video that you can click on and go check that out. I hope you do. I'm Jen Thoden. Thanks so much for watching.